Alright, hey guys, so I am back with another album review, and today we are going to be doing probably a lesser known group for most of you. They're kind of like the lesser known Simon and Garfunkel to me. This is Seals and Crofts' greatest hits, and I'm doing this for my friend Billy. Okay, so let's get started. The first track on this album is called When I Meet Them. When I listen to this song, I feel like there are a bunch of different musical influences in it. The intro reminds me of something from that old cartoon series thing called Schoolhouse Rock, except it's a lot cooler. It's like a nice tambourine beat thing going, and the verses sound kind of folky, but then when the chorus comes around, I hear like disco elements in there, so it's a little confusing. I hate the wind. I think this song is probably one of the most dance-oriented songs on the album. It's definitely a little groovy, and I love the part where the song goes like all piano on us, and they sing about remembering how to love, and then we hear an electric guitar solo, followed by some more disco-esque music, so it's like confusing but weird, and I like how they mixed a bunch of kinds all in there together. They kind of confused me, but it's still a great song, and it's a great way to start off their greatest hits. And then number 2 is called Diamond Girl. I think the song definitely has like a tropical intro, and you kind of hear little like tropical bongos and beats going on during the whole song, I guess. They have a lot of vocal harmonies in here. They sing about a girl they treasure, and they compare her to a diamond, kind of guessed by the title. Then, contrasting from the beginning, you can hear like, it sounds to me like Steely Dan kind of guitars and stuff in there. It starts getting all jazzy. And then like after you hear like the jazzy guitars, the chorus sounds more reggae. It's really weird. They spend a lot of time mixing genres here, if you can't tell. I love that for this song they chose not only to have a guitar solo, but they paired it with a flute solo, which sounds really cool. I thought it sounded really odd, but it also mixed really nicely together. And I think this song is, I don't know, one of the first love ballads on this album to come. There are a lot more. And then number 3 is called Hummingbird. This song starts out so beautifully, and it has some amazing vocal harmonies in it. Seals and Crofts does a lot of good harmonies, but this song has really great harmonizing in it. And most of the guitar in it, especially in the intro, I kind of feel like it's finger-picked, and it just sounds really beautiful. The song kind of picks up a little bit when the drums come in, and you can hear an occasional electric guitar, which I thought was nice. I like that during the verses of this song, there's like a flute that mocks exactly how they sing, like every note or whatever. And I think they really did a good job with this one. This might be my favorite, well, no, I take that back. It's probably my second favorite love song on this album. I think it's a beautiful way to tell someone you love them. I love how the song kind of ends and fades out with like string arrangements and folky guitar, and they sing about don't fly away like over and over again, and it's just really beautiful. And yeah. And the number 4 is Castles in the Sand. This song is, I don't know, like when I first heard the intro, the first word that came to my mind was smooth. It's just like, it gives me like a daring vibe. I don't know, it's just, there's something about it that's just like sly. It kind of fits well just because they're singing about, you know, they want this girl or whatever, but it seems like he's trying to like stay single or something, but I don't know, he may dare to get the girl, you never know. And then after all like the daring red hot stuff, you know, it transitions into like fairy tale land music and talks about how this girl's a princess and, you know, her eyes dance for him or whatever. The song is just all kinds of good. Like, it just goes from like fiery desert to like magical love and princesses and all this. And I love the lyrics to this song. So that one's a fun one. This one probably isn't one of the most well known, so you should definitely check that one out. And then number 5 is East of Ginger Trees. So this song goes back and forth between two different feelings. Like, you start out feeling eerie. The music sounds eerie. You think it might be a sad song. But then, whenever they're not singing, there's like an instrument break. And you can hear like Indian and like Eastern elements in there, and it just sounds so hippie. Ugh. I love the fact that they chose to throw in some of that in there. I thought it was a nice little touch. I love the vocal harmonies over the acoustic guitar. I love how that sounds in the song. The song picks up after a while, and they describe things like swimming in the ocean of life, so I mean, I don't know, to me it's just like a great, peaceful song, very hippie-oriented. There's some nature stuff in there. It's just one of those songs that you just kind of like want to lay outside and, I don't know, just watch the clouds go by. And the number 6 is called I'll Play For You. I feel like this song might be sort of well known in the Seals and Crofts world, but this one is supposed to sound like a live version in a way, because you can hear like audiences cheering and stuff, but I don't know, like the intro reminds me of Falling Rain for some reason. There's just something about it that just, you know. To me, this song is about, you know, finding your passion in music and serenading someone like a lover or a friend or your audience, you know, when you're a performer. And I like it when they tell you, you know, hear the band, and there's little trumpets in there, and it's just so cheery and happy, and it just makes you want to, like, dance. There's a certain quote in there that I really like. I'd like for you to be whatever you would like to be. You'll always be special to me. That one just makes the song, I don't know, it just makes it that much more heartfelt. I think this song is a song that you should listen to if you feel very shy about performing for people and you're like, you know, you play an instrument. Just listen to this song. You know, you can just hear how happy they are to be playing for people. I don't know, I think it's just a great song. And this one is called Ruby Jean and Billy Lee. I think this is probably the best love song on this album. It is just so spectacular. The intro kind of reminds me of Zeppelin 3. This is definitely just like a soft love song. There's some really touching lyrics in there. I think this song definitely shows the best they could do. I mean, there's just so many analogies and figurative language in there, and it's just amazing. And, you know, they talk about, you know, they're gonna get together and they're gonna grow up and have children, and they use the quote to describe their future children, nor will they kill, hate, or hesitate to love, which I think is just really, I don't know, it's just touching. I think that's the best way to think about your future children. That's how you should want to raise them. But I'm not going to go off on that tangent. I also like that this song, like, you know, most songs on the album, they're like harmonizing through most of it, but this song, since it was a love song between two people, they kind of sang it in duet form. Since it's written about Ruby Jean and Billy Lee, that they sing it in duet form, like, you know, they're talking back and forth to each other. I thought that was really cool. I think it makes the song so much more genuine. And then number 8 is called King of Nothing. This song is, I don't know, it's like conflicting. Like, this music sounds really happy, so you think, oh, you know, this is going to be a cheery song, but the lyrics are actually kind of sad. He describes himself as, like, you know, falling in love, but it ends up not working out, and he feels like he doesn't have anything. I like this track because I specifically listened to it when I was down. I would listen to it when I felt like I wasn't in control of anything, or when I felt alone, or just sad in general, you know. I think it instantly lifts your spirits. You can relate to it really well. If I could rule. Okay, my favorite quote in this song, and probably my favorite part in the whole song in general, is like, if I could rule, I'd dance my cares away, find romance every day, and then, yeah. So, I don't know, it just makes you feel like you can be anything you want to be. And the number 9 is called Summer Breeze. That was the song that I was playing in the beginning. This is probably the song that Seals and Crofts are known for. But, I don't know, this just seems, I mean, I can understand why it was their biggest hit. It's just perfect, you know? The intro is probably one of my favorite intros of all time. I think it's a great summer song, a great driving song, a great hippie song. It's just the perfect 60s song. It's everything a 60s song needs to be. The first time I heard this was in 5th grade. My teacher would play this for us while we were writing, and you know, I had to find it a few years later because I wanted to hear it again, and here I am now. I love Seals and Crofts. So this is the kind of song that kind of makes you want to, like, you know, when it's summer and the sun's out, just run through a field of daisies and dance. I mean, this song makes you feel at ease about everything. It makes you feel like you're connected with the spirits in nature and all that. I don't know, I just really love this song. But it's not my favorite song on the album. My favorite song is the last song, number 10, called We May Never Pass This Way Again. So, oh, it rhymed. This song is like super conflicting because it sounds super happy, but the lyrics sound like they're kind of sad. Or like, I don't know, this is the song that I would want to play at my funeral and my wedding. So you can see how it's kind of conflicting there. I would also want this played at the end of a movie, like when the person, you know, he's thanking his friends and he has to move on. It's just so sad, but you're so happy for him. It's just so... To me, this song sounds kind of like, you know, you've had your share of happy moments in life, but you've gotta keep going, keep living life for yourself. Not necessarily death, exactly, but just, you know, moving on and, you know, while recognizing that people have helped you, you gotta keep going for yourself. You know, kind of like letting your fears go and letting the wind take you wherever it wants to. You know, I especially like the quote that kind of sums up what I'm trying to say here. It's like, you know, I wanna laugh while the laughing is easy. You know, you just wanna like live while you can because it is your life. Just do it! Then the guitar solo in this song, I don't know what it is about it. It's not like a Jimmy Page solo or whatever, but there's something about it that makes me so emotional whenever I hear it. I don't know. It just does. You can just hear so much passion and happiness in it, no regrets. It just makes you feel so satisfied. I don't know, I think this definitely is a great way to wrap up their greatest hits. It just instantly takes your cares and throws them up in the air, and you feel lifted and happy and sad sometimes, but you know, whatever. You can just relate to that song at any point. Now, this album is a great way to just get into this band, you know, like, I feel like they were forgotten, but they were great, so all these songs just show what they could do, and I think it's a staple 70s album. You know, if you need some happy time alone to cheer up or just relax or be yourself, I suggest going with this album. And next week I have a cruise lined up for myself, so my review might be a little late for all the 5 people who watch these videos, but yeah, next week I'll have one planned and that should be good. So everybody have a wonderful week.